I wasn't really planning on making any videos today, but with all the upcoming and newly released small EDC knives by Bark River Knives, I thought it could be interesting to maybe get a look at the smaller ones, or the smallest knives that I own, made by Bark River. They have currently released the Fox River, the Featherweight Fox River, the Pro Scalpel 2, the Rascal, PSK EDC, the Bravo EDC. So there's a lot of small knives currently being released on the market. I do not own all of those knives. I have picked up some of the new drops, but I still thought it could be interesting to maybe take a look at what I do have to use as some sort of reference when picking up one of these newer, smaller models. I will say also that I do not have all the specifications with me. It would be a challenge for me to keep all the specs and stats in my head. I could of course have printed them out, but like I said, this is more of a spontaneous video. I mean, this is just a pile of small knives, so I'm not really sure how I'm gonna, go through it all. But I think that it could probably be a good idea to start with the absolute smallest ones, because those two, I at least know which ones they are. So we're gonna remove these. We will end up with these two models. This one is the Little Carver in 3V. It's a stamped limited edition. That is just due to the handle material being black G10, brass pins or brass hardware, and yellow liners. As simple as that. This is a 3-finger grip knife. I'm not sure how well it can be seen. I'm struggling a bit with light here. It's kind of comfortable to use. I don't have any real issues, haven't gotten any hot spots while using it. Then again, I am mostly using gloves when I use my knives, especially during the winter, which it is right now. Small, somewhat sturdy little design. Yeah. Next up, we have one of the newly released models. I actually did a video on this one not long ago at all, so I guess some of you have already seen it. But this is the Rascal prototype. Quite a bit of different design compared to the Little Carver. Also, this one is in LMAX stainless steel instead of the CPM 3V. To me, this is a 3-finger grip knife. Even when using the choil, I mean, it gets too tight, even with the choil to actually use 4 fingers. But it is not in any way uncomfortable. This is one of the more comfortable small knives. My only issue, now that I'm not wearing gloves, is that the choil part can be a bit sharp, actually. But that is, of course, something you can modify yourself to make it even more comfortable. It got a different spine design than most of the Bark River knives, and you can compare it here with the Little Carver. Once again, I'm not sure how well you can actually see this, but it is a bit different. Also got some minor jimping, swelling on the spine, and pretty tough point. Super light knives. They weigh just about nothing. you will not even notice it when you're carrying it. Two different kinds of sheath. Both are functional, easy to have in your pocket. If you want to, you can always attach small dangler attachment. But Little Carver and Rascal. Next up, I'm actually not sure what I should go with next, but maybe we can take a look at the ULB. I guess you will notice that the sheaths are a bit different. This sheath being sort of this one and this one being larger than this sheath. So I guess they have used some different designs. All of them work perfect, so it's not an issue. And in fact, it is kind of good that this one has a larger sheath, because the handle on this one is actually quite a bit thicker than the handle on these two. And I mean, the knives are handmade, so I mean there will be some differences, and to me that is not an issue. I don't have my preferences really set in stone, because sometimes I prefer a bit thinner handles, sometimes a bit thicker handles, and sometimes I can vary from day to day, to be honest. But we do have some other differences here with the grinds. This one being a FHG, a full height grind, making it maybe a tad more slicey, but not a major difference compared to the other two. This one being the regular grind. This one too being the regular grind. And it is interesting because you can really feel the difference when holding this one compared to the other two. That the handle here, it feels your hand quite a lot different than these two. And once again, I'm saying it's not a bad thing at all. It's just, we all have different preferences. I'm just happy I got a larger sheath for this one. The ULB is probably my favorite small knife, or it's been my favorite for some time. It dethroned the Mini-Aurora a while back, which is still a fantastic knife. If you can take a look at the handle thickness, I'm not sure how well it will be visible, but it is. Maybe we should do like this instead, actually. Both are really comfortable. Maybe I'm starting to prefer the thicker handle, to be honest. Yeah, super nice knife. Really slicey, excellent for feather sticking, and just a super versatile knife. This is the one that I bring with me the most when I'm out hiking, going on excursions, camping. Stuff like that. And I alternate between the full height grind and the regular grind, and to me the difference is probably not that large, to be honest. Guess we could do a quick comparison with the Rascal and with the Little Carver. So as you can see, these are kind of small knives, the Rascal and the Little Carver. I mean, to many people the ULB is a small knife to begin with, so. But it's all about your references and what you are used to. Next up, I guess since I did mention the Mini-Aurora, we could take a look at that one. And much like the ULB, since I love it so much, the Mini-Aurora, I did end up getting 3 of them. And I would say that The handles are about the same thickness. There are no differences in grinds. They are all pretty much the same in every way. This one is actually one of my better looking ones, but I'm not sure how well it can be seen here, but it has a really sweet desert ironwood burl handle with some nice mosaic pins and black liners. But I actually, maybe we can hold it up like this. I think the light in this room is too bad to actually, bring out the vivid colors. Regardless, this is a very nice knife. Maybe once again the Kernite handle is the thicker one, I'm not sure, to be honest. But CPM 3V, very versatile. In my opinion, the handle is a bit more comfortable maybe than the handle on the ULB. The handle here has more of a contour to it, which the ULB does not have. See if we can make a good comparison of sort. It's kind of hard with the camera getting this. I think you get a general idea, to be honest. Maybe the handle is also slightly longer. Not by much, though. Yeah. So that's the Mini-Aurora. Maybe we should do the same here and compare it with the other two smallest ones. Let's see. Yeah, once again, these two knives look tiny, and the Mini-Aurora looks like a giant, but it is maybe a bit deceiving. Oops, that was not a good idea. See, next up, let's go with this one. This one is the Mini Bush CX or C6. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, to be honest. Interesting. This is also a limited edition version, so it has the brass pins, the black G10 and the yellow liners. Pointy little thing. Trying to get the best light is, I don't know where it is. Anyway, this is what it looks like. This one I haven't had for too long, but I have carried it with me for a few different excursions and done some, light carving. I mean, it's no Tusk, but it is a similar design, of course, and in my opinion, it's super comfortable and a really comfortable knife. More than enough for 4 fingers. And speaking about the Tusk, which I did mention, should we do a small comparison with this one as well? We can do that. Here we have it. I guess we could throw in like this. Maybe also like this. To get sort of a general idea. So I mean, these 3 are about, you know, they play in the same ballpark, so to say, in size. Just in a bit of different handle designs and a bit of different blade shapes at that. The sheath on the Mini here is the Mini Bush is sort of like the sheath on the ULB. Sort of. Next up, can look at the Tusk, since that feels sort of natural after having looked at the Mini Bush 6, which was this one. They are not really that similar, but sort of. The Tusk is in A2, and that is also the steel in which was used for this one. But the Tusk is a lot more thick, compact, stout. Much like this one, it has a very comfortable filling handle. I'm getting blinded by the sun here. And overall, this is a great, I mean, the best Carver that I currently own. A really good knife. With some very dark red liners. They're almost not visible, to be honest. That's how dark they are. I wonder what they used as material. Then we have also one of my newer editions with a very thick and filling handle, the JX6 in, I was gonna say LMAX, but this is actually CPM 154. Super comfortable handle, really nice overall design. I have no other knives quite like this one. Does fill a void. See if we can. I mean, the handle is actually it's a really thick handle. I mean, let's take a quick look at my ULB. Well, for a quick size, about the same size, but handle thickness. Look at this. I can't really see. Let's do like this. There's quite a bit of difference, wouldn't you say? So maybe we can do a quick comparison again with the Rascal. A little Carver maybe. It's a bit of a difference. This one is really compact. I haven't really thought about it like that before, but it really is super compact. Next up on the small ones we have this. This is the Snowy River in Almax. Sort of like this loveless design. This one I've had for quite some time, and I've used it a lot. It is not only is it a great looking knife, but it's also a very comfortable knife. Really good handle design. No hot spots. Small guard. It's just a really nice blade and handle and overall design. Hope we get to see this in the future sometime. If we compare it with these two again, I mean the Snowy River is, I consider it to be a small knife, but I mean we could put it up against the ULB and you will see that it is indeed quite a bit larger. I mean it is probably actually the largest knife that I have with me here in this video. But still a small knife. So I have just one knife left of my small knives. This Blackjack model 124, I think it is. Last but not least, it's actually a pretty good looking knife. Sort of comfortable. Handle could have been just slightly longer, but I haven't had any issues. And then again, you do have the choil here, which I tend to use. And with the choil, well, then you get quite some extra length. I mean, it's not in any way uncomfortable using the choil. There's no sharp choil or anything. It's really practical. So let's do a quick size comparison. This one is an A2, by the way. Probably throw in the ULB again, just to get a size. Maybe not only the ULB, but maybe the Snowy River as well. So as you can see, this Blackjack is the biggest one of my small knives. Now that I think about it, I should have maybe brought my Gunny with me. Maybe the Matterhorns. Oh well, it is what it is. Yeah. Let's try to put these small knives, the smallest ones, to some practical use.